In the previous video, we worked on restoring a Mustang, and now we have a crazy project, a Blue Bird School. But that's been dormant for 50 years. Look at the condition for yourself. Rust is everywhere. Moss is growing on the windows. And when you open the doors, the dust of history explodes out. The interior is even worse. Piles of dried leaves cover the entire floor. We'll start with an extreme cleanup, and the seats are completely destroyed, scooping up all this trash to see how badly the metal floors are damaged. The real challenge begins now. This is just the beginning. Clean up all the mess inside. We'll start by emptying the piles of trash and fossilized paper on the floor of the bus. Hashtag once the cabin is clean. The next challenge is to scrape off the moss and mold that have grown abundantly on the ceiling and exterior. Exterior.##finally. Finally, we'll blast away all the dust of history with a high-pressure water spray. Look at the change. The legendary yellow color is starting to reappear. This bus is ready for the next stage. We move on to a thorough cleaning using water to remove the remaining hardened dust. As you can see, we start by sweeping and kicking out any remaining dirt on the rusted metal floor. We scrubbed and cleaned every inch of the floor until it was completely bare, revealing the bus's original, corroded frame, completely covered in trash. Finally, we took the bus outside to blast it with high-pressure water. From the front grille and roof to the dirt-filled gaps between the tires, we removed everything until the iconic Blue Bird yellow shined again. We also sprayed the interior thoroughly until the dirty water drained away, revealing the floor, which was riddled with corrosion holes. Although the rust looked very severe after the thorough cleaning, this was significant progress, as the bus was now free of 50 years of dust and ready for the bodywork. In this episode, we'll repair the body structure, which has been destroyed by rust. We started by removing the remaining rust and then performed precision welding on the bus's undercarriage. Once the metal was solid again, the welds were smoothed with a grinder before being covered with a thick layer of body filler. The process concluded with detailed sanding until the entire bus surface was smooth and ready for painting. We'll tackle the final, most satisfying stage, painting. We begin by applying a uniform coat of grey primer to the entire buses, body to protect the metal from future rust. Once the base coat is dry, we move on to the main painting stage, using the signature shiny school bus yellow, complete with dark blue stripe detailing on the sides. This process completely transforms the bus's appearance, from rusty to a factory fresh look with a remarkably smooth and reflective finishing stance. Now, we move on to the interior finishing and a complete cleanup of its engine. The process begins with removing the old seats, installing aesthetically pleasing wood flooring, and installing premium black leather seats reinforced with steel bolts using a socket wrench. The steering area is also restored with a detailed cleaning of the instrument panel and steering wheel until they are dust-free. Finally, the engine, previously covered in thick black mud, is sprayed with a special degreaser and rinsed with high-pressure water, revealing a shiny chrome-plated V8 engine ready to perform at its best. Entering the final part, it's time to prove it. It starts with tightening the giant wheel, bolts and activating the automatic door lever, which now functions perfectly. The most epic moment occurs when the ignition key is turned. The instrument panel lights up, and the V8 engine immediately roars with a thin cloud of smoke from the hood. From behind the wheel, this monster-bodied Blue Bird School bus shoots dashingly, tackling the road with off-road tires ready to conquer any terrain. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and follow .toc the latest videos.